Welcome back to the channel. I just want to say thank you to all my new subscribers. Welcome to the shit show. I see I have quite a few, and if you didn't know, I have a Shopify where I sell t-shirts. I upload new t-shirt designs every week, so head on over and check that out. Do a guy a favor, support the channel, and I would genuinely appreciate you. In today's video, I sat down this morning, and honestly I didn't really know what I was gonna do, but then I figured, I watch a lot of other guys on YouTube, and usually early on in their travel journeys of whatever country they're in, they always do a video of 5 things I like, 5 things I don't like, about whatever country or whatever city they're in at the time. Now, I tried to come up with 5 things. Well, first of all, I came up with 5 things that I like about Thailand. Pretty easy. Actually, I could list 10, 15, 20 things that I like about Thailand. And when I sat down and I tried to come up with 5 things that I disliked about Thailand, I could not. I could only think of like 2 or 3 or 4. So let's go ahead and just talk about the things that I do like real quick. We'll get those out of the way, and we'll save all the negative stuff for the end of the video. The very first thing that I really want to say that I like probably the most about Thailand, besides how affordable everything is the culture. It's the Thai people, it's the Thai culture, and it's the way that the kind of government runs the country. Now, a lot of other places I've been, there's always been kind of an element of danger. There's always been that feeling that, you know, maybe I shouldn't walk down the street because something bad can happen to me. You know what I mean? Or like in America, like say if you're in Dallas, or you're in Houston, or you're in Detroit, or you're in New York, or you're in Miami, or you're in Los Angeles, or you're in San Francisco, or you're in fucking, whatever major city in the US, there's no-go zones. There's places that you know better than to walk down the street, or to go to that part of the neighborhood, or to be out at certain times of night. Now, here in Thailand, I'm sure there are no-go places. There's no-go zones in every city, but I've never been anywhere here, specifically in Bangkok, well, generally in Thailand, but specifically here in Bangkok, because honestly, Bangkok's the big city. I've never been anywhere here where I felt like my life was in danger, or somebody was gonna rob me, or somebody was just gonna run up on me and start doing horrible things to me. You know what I mean? Like, that's just how it is in the United States or in the West. You know, there's just cities you go to where you know better than to go out, you know, late at night, because it's not if something, it's not when, what am I trying to say? Because it's not if something happens to you, it's when, because it's going to, it's just a matter of when. I've never felt like that here in Thailand. The culture here is different. The people here are just different. They don't rob you. They don't steal from you. They don't carjack you. They don't murder you for cutting them off in traffic. You know, they don't attack you because you're from a part of town that they're not from, and they don't like guys on that part of town, so every time they see you, they want to mash your head in. That just isn't part of the culture here in Thailand, and sadly enough, I believe that in the United States, that's just part of the culture. It is what it is. And I've just never felt that way here in Thailand. The culture here, everything here operates on the honor system. You know what I mean? And point in case is that time I was in Phuket when I first came here, and I was kind of filming a vlog, and I was walking down the street, and I walked past this dispensary, and all of the pre-rolls and all of like the edibles and stuff were out in front of the shop on a table with like nobody guarding it, like nobody sitting there, like, you know, no cameras, no nothing. And it's because people don't steal. Like, if that was the United States, they'd clean it out. Like, the youngins would just run up and take everything, and then that would be the end of it, and they would never do it again. But it's things like that here, you know, that remind you that you are, you're in a good place. Okay, so that's number 1, is the culture. I love the Thai culture. I love how chill everyone is, how respectful everyone is, and how just willing to help out strangers, just like your average Thai person is. And I really, it's really one of the comforts of living here. The second thing I really like about living in Thailand is the food. And the not just the food, that like, not just like, oh, it tastes good, it tastes better than the US, but more specifically, it doesn't make me sick. I feel like everything I ate in the US, although it's designed to taste good, I mean, that's how they sell it to you. That's how they get you to buy so much of it, is they geo-engineer it to pop your little taste buds on your tongue and send a signal to your brain telling you to buy and eat more. It's not like that here. The food here is healthy. It's not highly processed, full of chemicals, straight from some kind of factory farm like most of the food in the US is. Even the meat here comes straight from farm, goes from farm to table. Now, a lot of people come over here and they get food poisoning and they get sick. I've never been sick one time since I've been here from the food. I've never thrown up. I've never had food poisoning. I've never had diarrhea, nothing. And I eat some of the craziest shit that I've ever seen. I eat all the street food. My diet right now has been mostly Thai, because this month I've been kind of running an experiment. I've been trying to live more like a local, more like a Thai citizen by, you know, not really spending a lot of money, kind of eating local, eating Thai, eating fresh, staying away from cheeseburgers, staying away from pizza, staying away from, like, you know, the Philly cheese steaks and all the foods that, you know, most Westerners eat when they come over here. So I've been trying to, you know, eat more like a Thai and have more of a Thai diet. And listen, I have Crohn's disease, okay? I have a debilitating disease in my guts that have made my life a living hell for the past 10 years. And since I've been here in Thailand, I haven't had a single problem at all. No bloating, none of the other problems I described earlier. I mean, the food here is just absolutely amazing. And it's not just that it's amazing, okay? Let me take it a step further. It's in such abundance, okay? And it's affordable. It's an abundance and it's affordable. Like, I ate yesterday, I had, I don't even know what the meal was called, but it was like fried garlic crispy pork with like a fucking thing, a whole thing of rice, an egg, and I think there was like a soda and like 2 other things that came with the meal. And it was like $2.50, $3.50, something like that. Like, people don't really understand how affordable the food is here. And that's just one of the great things about kind of living here in Thailand, is the food. And that's why it's number 2 on my list. Because listen, every time I fucking eat something here, it's literally the best thing I've ever tasted. I mean, the food in the US and just in the West in general, it's not bad. You know what I mean? Like, there's good food, it's just, it's not good for you. Okay? And to eat healthy in the US, they just, honestly, I think there's some kind of conspiracy, and it's by design, that to be able to eat healthy food that's not going to kill you or poison you, it costs 4 times more than the food that is poisoning you and is cheap. And listen, I can make a whole video on that, but that's the number 2 reason why I enjoy living here in Thailand. The third thing, I'm only going to do 5. I could do 10, 15, 20, but I'm only going to do 5, or else this video would be 3 hours long. The third thing that I really enjoy about living here in Thailand is the freedom and the lifestyle, that the affordability of the lifestyle that I can live here is night and day from what it is in the US. I mean, listen, I used to wake up every single day in the United States and I had to make $300 every day somehow. Like, I'm not a 9-to-5 guy. I don't really, you know what I mean? Like, I can't go to a building and clock in and stay there until 4 o'clock every day and do that 5 days a week for 50 years. I can't do that. I can't live my life like that. So for me, my life in the US was just a little bit more stressful. Like, I could only work jobs like, you know, tattooing, or, you know, I don't know, wrapping cars, or, you know, hustling, like doing, like, it's honest work. Like, I wasn't out there selling drugs or breaking into houses or anything like that. But, you know, I had to make $300 every day. I had to wake up and I had to jump out of bed and run out of the house like it was on fire, because if I didn't make at least $300 every single day of the week, I wasn't gonna eat, my phone bill wasn't gonna get paid, or I was gonna end up being fucking homeless. And that's just kind of the reality of it. Now, here, it's not like that. I literally survive here on about $2,000 US a month, okay? And that's not hard to make, either on the internet or working remotely, or, you know, having a YouTube channel here like me and kind of running your mouth. And honestly, in my opinion, it's not that hard to make $1,000 or $2,000 a month on the internet doing something that isn't going to occupy 95% of your time and 99% of your life. Thailand is just more relaxed in general. There isn't this kind of disgusting overreach by the government to micromanage every aspect of your life. Honestly, the Thai government here, they kind of just stay out of people's they stay out of people's day-to-day affairs, where in the US I feel like the government is just, they have their hands in every aspect of your life. Every time you leave the house and step one foot on the ground, the government in the US is there waiting for you to do something wrong, so they can either fine you, take away your property, take away your children, or put you in prison. Basically, that's how the United States operates. So basically what I'm saying is, you get to live your life here without excessive government interference. And that's always a good thing. You know what I mean? So yeah, listen, it's just a laid back lifestyle here in Thailand, and I really enjoy that aspect of it, because it's so drastically different from how you live your life in the United States. The fourth reason why I love living in Thailand so much is the nightlife. Listen, the nightlife back home, it's great. You've got cities like Miami, you've got cities like New York, you've got cities like Vegas, you've got cities like downtown Chicago, but it's not the same. It's not the same. Like when you go out in the US, you have to worry about stepping on someone's shoe, or someone just opening fire into a crowd of people. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you don't have to worry about any of those things here. And I can't remember a time where I went out in the US and didn't witness at least 2 people arguing, 1 physical altercation, and somebody going to jail for DUI. Every time I've gone out in the US, it doesn't matter, day, night, weekend, holiday, who I'm with, you always see some crazy shit. You always see somebody get into a fight. You always see, you know, a girl, 2 girls fighting, or a girl arguing with her husband, or like, you just get so accustomed to the chaos in the West that it just becomes normal and a part of life. You know what I mean? And when you come over here, and listen, I've gone out so many times since I've been here. I've been out more nights than I've stayed in. Okay, let's just put it that way. And I've never seen anything crazy. I've never seen a street brawl since I've been here. I've never been witness to any kind of, you know, wild fucking violence, person-on-person violence, no carjackings. I've never seen anything crazy on any of my nights out here. You know, and the nightlife may not be as good as the United States, which some argue that it's better. In my opinion, it's better, but I know a lot of people who are like from New York. Like, you get those real super hard-headed New Yorkers that think New York is just the pinnacle of fucking humanity and nightlife and society, and you can't convince them otherwise. It doesn't matter. You can't convince them otherwise. Same with people from Miami. People who are from Miami, that grew up in Miami, they think Miami's the shit. They think that, you know, South Beach and Brickell and downtown Miami is like the epicenter of partying for the entire world, and there's no better clubs. But listen, here when you go to the club, you're not paying $22 for a mixed drink. Okay? You're not paying $14 for a domestic beer when you go out here at the nightclub. So like, you can go out here, honestly, you can go out here in the nightlife and if you spend $100, if you're going out one night, you're having a hell of a time, honestly. Back in the US, $100 will barely even get you in the door and get you 1 drink at one fucking club. I can take $100 and I can go out all night, and I could probably go to 4 or 5 different bars, drink as much as I want, eat 2 or 3 meals, shit, and maybe even take someone home with me. like it's just that fucking crazy. It's just that crazy here. So yeah, the nightlife, in my opinion, is just kind of killing anything you'll experience in the West or in the United States. Like I said, I can't really speak for the UK and Europe and those countries, because I've never been there, or I've never lived there for any, you know, extended period of time. I just think the nightlife here in Thailand is just shitting on everybody else, just to be honest with you. The 5th thing, the number 5 thing that I think I like, that's on my list of like top 5, is the cost of living. And I think I kind of touched on this a little bit over the last, you know, few things I was mentioning, but it's so insane how fucking affordable everything is here. Like, I just went down to 7-Eleven and I grabbed a 12-pack of waters, And they're not like the regular 20-ounce bottle of waters. They're like the, you know, the bigger ones, the big bottles of water. 67 baht for 12 bottles of big water. Now, if you don't know what the exchange rate is, $1 US is 35 baht. Okay? So we're talking less than $2 for a 12 pack of Nestle. Where this isn't like some off-brand Asian shit where it comes out of a garden hose. Okay? This is Nestle. They're a fucking giant corporation. Not saying that that makes it better water. I'm just saying, like, you know, you're not buying cheap water. Food, super cheap, super affordable. Housing, it's like, listen, in the US, for me anyway, housing is the number one killer for me, and that's why I'll never live in the United States again. And it's because a one-bedroom apartment in any kind of city that you want to live in is $1,800 a month. And I've had people come on here and leave comments, well, oh, I live in Kansas and I pay $300 a month for rent, or I live in Iowa and I pay. Listen, nobody wants to live in Iowa. Nobody wants to live in fucking Kansas. Okay? Nobody wants to live in bumfuck Michigan or bumfuck Indiana. Yeah, you can go to those places and you can find an apartment for fucking $500 or $600 a month, but nobody wants to fucking live there. You dig what I'm saying? So yeah, of course, there's always going to be affordable options for you in the United States. But here, listen, the condo that I have is, well, I don't know. Go, if you guys don't know, go on my channel and watch my condo tour video. Okay? I pay $700 a month. I live in a luxury condo. I've got all the amenities. I'm centrally located. I'm right by all of the public transportation, by all of the ways of public transportation, and I don't have to worry about anything. Everything's taken care of for me. It's automatic living at its finest. Okay, and I'm sincerely enjoying. I'm sincerely enjoying every fucking second of it. I really am. I'm really enjoying this. I really am. I'm really loving all of this. So yeah, it's just the cost of living, and honestly, that should have been the number one thing, but I really couldn't organize them, so I just had to go, you know, not in any specific order, but those are the top 5 things that I just enjoy about living here in Thailand. Listen, you can do your research on any one of those topics, and you'll see that life here is just so drastically different from life in the United States. Oh, before I move on to the things that I don't like about living in Thailand, I just want to make one amendment to that list. I want to add one more. The ability to travel outside of Bangkok or anywhere in Thailand, and everywhere you go, it's so drastically different from the place you've been before. Like northern Thailand is different from southern Thailand. You've got mountains, you've got jungles, you've got beaches, you've got urban sprawl, if that's what you're into. You've got nightlife. There's just so many things to do here in Thailand, where that's just usually not the case in the United States, because you're usually limited to, you know, whatever state you live in, and it's super expensive. Like if I live in Florida and I want to go to California and go skiing or something like that, it's $3 grand. It's like $4,000. You know what I mean? That's what it's going to cost me. Airfare, hotels, the food, because everything's expensive. It's probably going to cost me $3,000 or $4,000 in the U.S. to have a normal vacation. Here, I live in Bangkok, and if I want to take a vacation, say down south and go to one of the islands, it may cost me like $200 or $300. Literally $200 or $300, whereas in the U.S. it'd be $2,000 or $3,000. So yeah, I just wanted to throw that out there for anybody that didn't fucking think about that or realize going on vacation here is pennies on a dollar compared to the US. Let's go ahead and jump into the things that I don't like about living here in Thailand. And honestly, it's a very short list. Okay, I couldn't come up with 5 things that I just disliked about living here. Number 1, and I think honestly this is my biggest gripe with living here in Thailand, is the visa situation. Now, I understand why they do the things they do. I'm not saying that it's wrong or whatever, but I'm just saying, like, the worst thing about living in Thailand is the thought that one day I may have to leave. like honestly, that's the best thing about living in Thailand, or that's the worst thing about living here, is the thought that I may not be able to figure out my long-term visa situation, and I may have to eventually not live here anymore. Okay, that's the number 1 thing I just dislike about living here, as the visa situation. Now, I'm working on a long-term solution to the visa situation. I'm trying to get my digital or nomad visa, which is the technical term for it is the destination Thailand visa. I'm actually leaving the country here in a week or two, and I'm gonna go to Cambodia, and I'm gonna go to the Thai embassy in Cambodia, and I'm going to apply for my long-term, my 5-year visa. And I'm gonna be doing that within the next 2 weeks. I'll try to film as much of it as I can. Obviously, I'm gonna show you guys what Cambodia looks like, because I think that'll be great content, but let's get back to the topic at hand. Yeah, the visa situation. That's just my #1 gripe, I think, with Thailand, is just not being able to stay here long-term. And listen, I completely agree with it, because when you start letting a bunch of foreigners into your country, but basically what it does is it changes the demographic of your country, and it makes your country not your country anymore, period. It's like what's going on in the UK right now. It's like what's going on in Canada right now, and it's like it's starting to happen. Well, you know, they're doing a good job in the United States, like trying to clean all that up right now, but immigration is a demographic killer, period. Like, immigration is not a good thing for any country. The foreigners start coming in, they don't have the same values as the indigenous population. They want to make it, they want to change everything and make it the way they want to. And after all, this is fucking Thailand, okay? The only reason Thailand is the way it is and the way it's so great is because they keep all the fucking foreigners out. They don't let them get involved in the political system. They don't let you own property. So as a foreigner moving to Thailand, I'm not allowed, you can't own any land. If you're not a Thai citizen, you cannot own property here. And a lot of people bitch about that. I hear a lot of the expats and a lot of the people who have been here for a while, that's one of the main fucking bitches they have about Thailand is, oh, you can't own anything, you can't own property, you can't stay here. Yeah, no fucking shit. This is their country. They're gonna run it the way they want to run it. You know what I mean? So like, I'm not really upset about any of the immigration laws here. It's just kind of a bummer that at some point in time I know I'm gonna have to leave, or be faced with the possibility that I won't be able to stay here long term, and I think that's just what bums me out the most about living here. The second thing I kind of dislike about living here, and it's not really a dislike, it's just a small gripe, is I miss Walmart. I know that's kind of crazy, but I miss Walmart, and more specifically, I miss Target. Okay, the economy and the way goods and services move around this country, they just don't have Walmart here. They don't have Target, they don't have Walmart. They have a few similar stores here, like big chain stores like Tops or Lotus, and I'm sure there's another one, I just don't know the name of it, but it's nothing like Target or Walmart. Like Target, you can go to Target and you can get like really good home good stuff for your house, like rugs, towels, and like little shit you need for the apartment and the condo. You can't really do that here. Like maybe at Tops, I haven't really been to Tops, but I've been to Lotus, and it's honestly, it's like, so in America you have like Dollar General, and all the stuff in there is shit. Like the towels are cheap and thin. All of the houseware stuff breaks after a month. It doesn't matter if it's a toilet scrubber or something you put in your sink to stop the water. It all breaks. It's all garbage. And then you've got like the Walmart stuff, which it's still Chinese bullshit, but it's a little bit better quality. And then you have like Target, which is like top of the line for people who like just want to run out and like regular consumers. Here, like Lotus, like their towels and all the stuff for home goods, honestly, it's just a step up from Dollar General. Like it's in between Walmart and Dollar General. Like it's not really that, the stuff isn't really that good. Like I went and bought an iron like a few weeks ago to iron my clothes, and I got home and I realized that there's nowhere to put water in the iron. Like it's just like a straight up fucking hot iron. Like there's no, it doesn't do the water or the steam or anything. And honestly, that's my fault for not looking at the box, but it's like, I've never seen one of those back home. Like all the irons you go back home, they all have the water function, and they're super cheap. Like electronics here, if you try to buy anything here, like consumer electronics, like laptops, cameras, all of that stuff, they have to pay an import tax duty on. So it's like, and I'm just throwing this number out here. I know this isn't probably like the real figure, but I'm gonna venture to say maybe 15 to 20% more expensive than in the US. So back home, if you pay like $1,100 for a brand new iPhone 15 or 16 or whatever. Here it's going to be like $1,200 or $1,300 for the same phone that you would get in the US. And don't buy it in the US and try and ship it over here thinking you're slick, because they're going to stop it in customs and they're going to hold the package. They won't even deliver it to your house. They'll hold the package, and when you go to the post office to pick up the package, you'll have to pay the difference. Honestly, they'll make you pay the fucking 2,000 or 3,000 baht difference, or whatever it is for that product. Thinking, because people think they're going to circumnavigate it by just having people ship it here from the US, and they still end up having to pay the fucking duty on it. So honestly, those two things are really the only gripes that I have about Thailand. Is, you know, kind of the visa situation, which everybody bitches about that, and just the way you have to go and find goods and services. Like, they don't just have them all at one place, or maybe they do. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they do have them all in one place, and I'm just not looking in the correct place. I've only been here 4 months, so my opinion and my view on Thailand obviously is going to change the longer I'm here. I may find more things to be sour about, but I doubt it. And I may find more things that I like, which is highly likely. I've never been happier living anywhere else my entire life. And I've been everywhere, okay? I've been to Brazil, I've been to Mexico, I've been all over South America, I've been all through the islands. Okay, Cozumel, I've been to Jamaica, I've been to Aruba, I've been to Dominican Republic, I've been all through the islands, okay? And all of those places are beautiful. Don't get me wrong, they're gorgeous, the beaches are gorgeous, the people are nice, but they're shitholes. All of those places, like when you really get into it, like the Dominican Republic is a shithole, period. Aruba is a shithole. Jamaica is a fucking shithole. Like it's just the living conditions, like for the average person in those countries down there in the Caribbean they're horrific, absolutely horrific. They survive on tourism. The only reason those people aren't eating out of trash cans and doing cannibalism on each other is because of tourism. If tourism stops, then those places would be, you know, hell on earth. I've been everywhere, and Thailand is just one of those places that I feel it's right for me. It may not be right for everybody, but it's definitely right for me. And I think that's just all I'm trying to say on today's video. You know, my likes and my dislikes. Oh, hold on. Let's go ahead and throw one more in there. Completely overlooked this. I just remembered before we get off. One other thing that it's kind of iffy about Thailand is the traffic. The way, listen, honestly, I'll probably never own a vehicle here. I've just seen way too much crazy shit on the road since I've been here. Now, that's just the way they're used to driving here. That's just their culture, but traffic and driving culture here in Thailand are just on a completely different level. I mean, listen, there's no road rage, which is a good thing. Like, if you cut somebody off, they're not gonna try and smash into your car and run you off the road, or better yet, get out of their car and shoot at you like they do in the US. People are very civil here, but it's just so crazy, like so crazy that I don't think I could deal with the anxiety of driving here on the street. Now, motorbike, yes, because for the motorbikes there's no traffic. I'm probably gonna buy a motorbike here somewhere in the near future so I can get around, you know, and figure out the lay of the land a little bit better. I think it's just one of those things I want to experience. You know, taking public transportation everywhere isn't that bad of a deal because it's cheap and it's convenient, it's clean, it's safe, and it's efficient. Like, the shit runs. Like, you go to wait on a train, they're on time. Every train's on time. Every train's on time. You go to wait for a bus, you're not gonna be sitting there for 3 fucking hours waiting on a bus. They run like every 15 minutes like clockwork. So yeah, the driving and the traffic here, that's just, for me, it's just a bummer. It's just one of those things that it's just like, ugh. But just like anything else, it's probably just gonna take some getting used to. And maybe 1 or 2 years from now, I won't even realize how chaotic the traffic and the driving culture here really is. So those are my likes and dislikes. Let me know down in the comments what you guys think and how you guys feel about, you know, potentially living here in Thailand, and if any of those things would be a problem for you. Yeah, I don't know. I think that's gonna about do it for this video. I got some really cool videos coming up, so please stay tuned. I've got some cool shit, some cool things in the works. Yeah, thank you for watching my videos. Thank you for subscribing. If you're not subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button now, as well as the notification bell, so you don't miss out on any of my future content. Okay? Yeah, I think that's gonna about do it for this one. My Shopify, go to my Shopify, buy some t-shirts. I would genuinely appreciate it. Okay? Yeah, that's gonna about do it for this one, for the 1,000th time. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.